One NBA player spent $5 million to have the craziest night of his life. Another player spent $20 million to save his own life. These are stupidly expensive things NBA stars own. And first up, Jimmy Butler. This man's been making millions. So to celebrate, he wanted to spend big.
Oh! This is beautiful, man. This is much better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, Jimmy made sure his boys put together the aquarium of his dreams. A 10-foot tall boombox filled with 600 gallons of water and over 50 fish. The thing's even got built-in speakers.
My fish gonna be bumping here?
Jimmy's wet dream cost him over $40K. And yet, that's literally the cheapest thing in this video. So let's level up to Stephen Curry. Cause what he bought ain't even from our universe. Recently, Steph's found a futuristic way to blow a bag. With all the hype around NFTs exploding, Steph wanted to get in on the action. So, he copped one of the most expensive NFTs in the entire metaverse. Yeah, not only did he make it his profile pic, he upped in the NFTs group chat to let the world know he joined the club. And I know this thing seems like nothing but a random picture of a monkey, but it's actually an exclusive Bored Ape worth $180,000. Just look at Steph's face, man. This purchase definitely made him happy. I just wish I could say the same for Paul George's purchase. He spent $250,000 because of the biggest tragedy of his life. A few years ago, Paul joined Team USA to take his game to a new level. But during a scrimmage, when Paul ran down court for a chase down block, Paul's leg was completely shattered. So he was instantly thrown onto a stretcher, rushed to the hospital, and put into an emergency surgery. But a few hours later, when Paul woke up, even though doctors told him they expected a full recovery, Paul was devastated that at the prime of his career, he was forced out of basketball for an entire year. Until he got a special visit from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd stopped by to cheer Paul up and gave him some financial advice. Then, ironically right after, Paul made an Instagram post showing that he spent $265,000. Yeah, I don't know if Paul took Floyd's secret advice or just wanted to cheer himself up, but he copped a custom Ferrari Spider that he couldn't even drive. Just look how happy he is being a passenger. Paul even had the interior completely redesigned just to fit his tall ass. So yeah, it's definitely Paul's favorite purchase, and I'd hope so if he spent over $200K. But not every NBA player's selfish. John Wall spent triple that just to spoil his teammates. Yeah, once Wall signed a record-breaking $207 million contract, that was more money than he ever needed. So he hit up his boy, Santa Claus, for some Christmas advice. And after some discussion, they figured out the perfect gifts for Wall's teammates. Wall surprised every single one of his boys with custom gold rollies completely flooded in diamonds. And just look at them opening these up. The boys were celebrating like they won a championship or something.
I was just kidding, it was really Rolex. Wow.
But hey, it's the Wizards, so let's be honest. Those watches are the only trophies they're ever getting. Anyways, jewelers estimated that every single watch was worth at least $40,000, and some were worth over $70,000. So when you add all of that up, those Christmas gifts cost Wall around $750K. But PJ Tucker spent double because of his addiction. Every single day, PJ can't help himself. He just keeps buying shoes. We're talking about a man who can't even walk in the store without spending 16 bands.
So $16,944.57.
And PJ's shoe buying addiction is only getting more expensive. I mean, in his crib, not only does he have closets full of them, he's got a secret shoe vault. And that's not even the crazy part. He admitted that just during the 2017 season, he spent over $200,000 just on shoes. And that's when he bought one of his most expensive shoes ever, the Nike Air Mags. But luckily, PJ got these at a discount. they only cost him $36K. Cause nowadays, you can't even see the shoe unless you're trying to spend around 50 racks. But these aren't even the most expensive shoes that PJ owns. Those came during the 2021 NBA Finals. And right when PJ showed them to his teammate Giannis, dude was speechless. These weren't just any shoes. They were diamond-covered Jordan 1s that cost $250,000. And well, they must have been PJ's good luck charm, cause that night, him and the Bucks won the championship. But during the post-game interview, Giannis was more excited to talk about PJ's shoes again than winning a ring.
PJ! Hey, bring your shoe. Hey, this guy today, he wore a 250,000 pair of shoe. He had real diamonds. I promise you.
Now, as crazy as those Jordans were, they're just one of PJ's 5,000 pairs. Yeah, 5,000. And it's obviously impossible to keep that many shoes in one house. So what did PJ do? Well, something only PJ could do. He went out and bought his shoes their own condo.
Hey, what's up? It's PJ Tucker, and welcome to my sneaker loft. The loft is primarily for storage. There wasn't enough space in my house to be able to put all my shoes, so I thought, I gotta get a house.
Just think about that. What this dude puts on his feet has a better house than you. Now, with PJ having over 5,000 shoes, his collection racks up over $1.5 million. But Ben Simmons spent double to become the king of Philly. Back when Ben Simmons actually played basketball, he thought he'd be a Sixer for life. So he planned to cash out on a new crib in Philly. But still being a young kid, he wasn't ready for the responsibility of a house. And that's when he fell in love with one of the city's most prestigious condos. Ben copped himself a crib on the 25th floor of a Ritz-Carlton. 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, floor-to-ceiling windows. I mean, you get insane views of the entire city. Ben spent so much money, his crib even came with 24/7 room service, his own chauffeur, and a fitness center with a pool. Now listen, at least Ben can spend years at his $3 million purchase. But what he bought ain't as legendary as Dwayne Wade's purchase, cause he spent double that for one night. Coming into Wade's 32nd birthday, he not only planned a celebration, he wanted to make the craziest purchase of his entire life.